In this audiobook, you'll unlock the power of your thoughts and emotions to attract abundance, success, and happiness. Learn simple, effective tools to master the law of attraction and transform your reality, starting today. The Magnetic Mind. Introduction. Welcome to the Magnetic Mind, a journey into the boundless power of your own consciousness. This book is not just about manifestation, it's about mastering the very forces that shape your reality. It's about aligning your mind, emotions, and actions to attract exactly what you desire. Whether it's wealth, love, health, or success, this is your guide to unlocking the magnetic energy within you. You may have heard of the law of attraction, but what if I told you that your mind is far more powerful than you ever realized? What if the key to creating the life you've always wanted lies not in what you do, but in how you think, feel, and believe? This isn't just about positive thinking or wishful hoping. It's about understanding the deep principles that govern the universe and using them to your advantage. Your thoughts are real energy, and they carry the power to shape your destiny. Inside these pages, you will learn how to tap into your inner magnetism by mastering your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Align your energy with your desires, creating a natural flow of abundance, success, and fulfillment. Reprogram your subconscious mind, freeing you from the limiting beliefs and fears that have held you back. Manifest with purpose through powerful tools like visualization, affirmations, and inspired action. Step into your true power as a creator of your own reality, manifesting your dreams effortlessly and joyfully. The magnetic mind is not just a concept, it's a way of life. By the time you finish this book, you will have the tools to unlock your fullest potential, break through barriers, and attract the life you were always meant to live. Get ready to step into a new way of thinking, a new way of being, and a new way of attracting. Your journey to abundance, success, and fulfillment begins now. Chapter 1. The Mind That Attracts. What you think, you create. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you become. Your mind is not just a tool for thinking. It's a powerful magnet shaping every experience you call life. From the moment you wake up to the second your head hits the pillow, your thoughts broadcast energy into the universe. But here's the part no one ever taught you in school. Your thoughts are not just ideas floating in your head. They're vibrations. They carry frequency. And those frequencies don't just sit there. They go out and call back to you the people, events, opportunities, and circumstances that match your energy. Every thought you think sends out a signal. Every feeling you feel pulls a matching energy back to you. This is why some people seem to live in flow, where things just work out for them, while others feel like they're swimming upstream. The difference isn't luck, it's alignment. When your mind believes in success, you naturally begin to act in ways that attract it. When you expect failure or chaos, you unconsciously create that too. The good news? You can rewire your mind. You can train it to become magnetic to joy, wealth, love, health, anything you deeply desire. But first, you have to become aware of what you're attracting right now. Take a look at your life, not with judgment, but with curiosity. What patterns do you see? What keeps showing up over and over again? Your outer world is a mirror of your inner world. If you want different results, don't start by trying to change the world. Start by changing your thoughts. You are not a passive observer here. You are the creator. Once you realize your thoughts hold real power, not just spiritual power, but practical, everyday power, you step out of the fog and into clarity. You realize that the mind isn't something you need to fight or tame. It's something you need to understand and work with. It's like fire. It can burn down your life, or it can light your way forward. Most people use their minds against themselves. They think about what could go wrong. They replay mistakes. They worry about what they can't control. But the magnetic mind is trained to focus on what can go right, to learn from the past, and to trust the process. This is not wishful thinking. It's intentional focus. When you begin to shape your thoughts with care, your emotions follow. And when emotion and thought align, manifestation becomes inevitable. You stop chasing and start attracting. That's the shift. That's the power of a magnetic mind. In the chapters ahead, you'll learn exactly how to activate this power and how to turn your thoughts into real, tangible results. But for now, just know this. Your mind is already attracting every second of every day. The question is, are you attracting what you actually want? Chapter 2. The hidden power within you. There's a quiet force inside you, a power so immense most people live their whole lives unaware of it. But it's there, waiting. From the moment you opened your eyes to the world, this power has been quietly shaping your experiences, pulling people, opportunities, and events into your orbit. And yet no one taught you how to use it. They taught you math, history, how to follow rules, but not how to access the one thing that could completely transform your life. That power is your mind, not just the surface-level thoughts that drift in and out, but the deeper layers, the beliefs, the emotions, the vibration that you carry every moment. This isn't just spiritual talk, it's energy, it's physics, it's real. Every single thought you think sends a frequency into the universe. That frequency becomes your life's blueprint. Whether you realize it or not, your inner world is writing your outer story. And here's the truth they never told you. You are not just a human being trying to survive, you're a magnetic force capable of designing your reality. Think about this. How many times have you had a gut feeling and ignored it only to find out later it was right? How many times did you think about someone and suddenly they called you? That's not coincidence. That's energy alignment. Your mind, when focused, becomes a transmitter. The clearer your thoughts, the stronger your signal. The stronger your signal, the more powerful your pull. But most people's minds are cluttered, filled with doubt, fear, limitation, and noise. It's like trying to tune into your favorite song, but the radio is full of static. You've got to clear the channel. You have to return to your inner silence where your true power lives, and that power, it doesn't come from your job, your bank account, or your past. It comes from the moment you realize you can choose your thoughts, that you can guide your emotions, that you are not the victim. You are the creator. You see, the universe doesn't respond to begging, struggling, or wishing. It responds to energy. It mirrors who you are being. If you wake up in frustration, dwell in doubt, or expect failure, the universe echoes that back to you. But when you start to recognize your worth, to feel joy before there's a reason, to imagine your future as if it's already real, you unlock a secret doorway. You begin to live from the inside out. And everything changes. Suddenly, opportunities show up. People align. Solutions appear. Why? Because the universe is no longer confused about what you want. You're sending a clear signal, and that signal is magnetic. The hidden power within you is not a secret anymore. It's ancient wisdom that's been passed down for centuries, through mystics, sages, and now, through you. Your job is to remember, to return to yourself, to trust that quiet whisper inside that says, you were meant for more. You don't need to chase life anymore. You attract what you are. And the more you step into that truth, the more effortless life becomes. You'll feel lighter, freer, more aligned. So here's what I want you to do. Pause. Breathe. Close your eyes. Feel the power inside your chest. Not the beating heart, but the energy, the presence, the awareness that's quietly watching your life unfold. That presence, that's your magnet. That's your source. And it's been waiting for you to come home to it. When you do, you'll stop asking for signs and start becoming the sign. You'll realize that manifestation isn't something you do, it's who you are. You are the source of your life, the author of your story. And the moment you claim that truth, your entire reality begins to shift. Not someday, now. So go ahead, wake up to the power inside you. It's real, it's alive, and it's yours. Chapter 3. The Laws That Govern the Universe. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract success effortlessly, while others struggle no matter how hard they try? The truth is, life doesn't just happen by luck or chance. It's governed by unseen forces, universal laws that work whether you believe in them or not. Just like gravity keeps you grounded without asking your permission, these laws shape every part of your life. The most popular one, of course, is the law of attraction. You attract into your life what you focus on with energy and emotion. But that's just the beginning. The universe actually operates through multiple timeless laws, all working together to create order, flow, and balance. Let's talk about a few you've probably felt, but may not have fully understood. First is the law of vibration. Everything in existence vibrates. Your thoughts, your emotions, your words. When you feel joy or gratitude, you vibrate high. When you feel fear or anger, your frequency drops. And here's where it gets interesting. The law of attraction responds to your vibration, not your words. That means you can say, "I want success" all day long, but if you vibrate in fear, doubt, or lack, you'll attract more struggle. The next powerful force is the law of cause and effect. What you send out comes back. Every action, every word, every thought creates a ripple in your world. This isn't punishment or karma in the scary sense. It's simply the universe returning the energy you send out. Smile at a stranger, that warmth circles back. Spread negativity online, it finds its way home. Now there's the law of correspondence, which says, as within, so without. This one's big. It means your outer life is just a reflection of what's going on inside you. If your relationships feel chaotic or your finances feel blocked, the real work starts within. No amount of hustling on the outside will fix what's misaligned on the inside. Then we have the law of polarity. It reminds us that everything has two sides, light and dark, joy and pain, success and failure. You can't know abundance without scarcity. You can't appreciate health without knowing struggle. This law helps you stop fearing failure because it's part of the same coin as success. They're not enemies. They're twins. Next up, the law of rhythm. Life moves in seasons. There are cycles of growth and rest, momentum and pause. When things slow down, it doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're being invited to rest, reset, and recharge. The trick is to trust the rhythm instead of resisting it. And let's not forget the law of inspired action. This law is often misunderstood. Many people think manifesting means sitting around and wishing. But real manifestation requires movement. The universe loves momentum. When you take small steps toward your dream, the universe meets you halfway. You don't have to know the whole path. You just have to move with faith. All of these laws are working together 24/7, like an invisible orchestra playing in the background of your life. They don't judge. They don't punish. They simply respond to energy, alignment, and intention. The more you learn to work with these laws, not against them, The more powerful and magnetic your mind becomes, you stop chasing, you stop forcing. You begin to attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right timing, almost like magic, but it's not magic. It's law, universal law. And just like you don't need to understand gravity to walk, you don't need to master these laws overnight. But becoming aware of them is the first step. You'll start to notice patterns. You'll begin to choose thoughts that match the life you want. You'll shift from victim to creator. That's when your mind truly becomes magnetic, because it's working in harmony with the universe, not in resistance to it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be aligned. And once you are, the laws do the rest. Chapter 4. The subconscious. Your silent partner, you may not see it, but there's a silent force inside you that shapes everything you experience, your subconscious mind. Think of it as the hidden engine behind your thoughts, emotions, habits, and even your destiny. While your conscious mind makes daily decisions like what to eat or how to respond in a conversation, your subconscious runs the long-term show. It's like the invisible scriptwriter of your life, always working in the background based on the beliefs, memories, and emotions you've absorbed over the years. Here's the catch: it doesn't judge. It doesn't think in logic or reason. It simply accepts what you repeatedly tell it, especially when emotion is involved. That means if you've been telling yourself, "I'm not good enough," "I always struggle," or "nothing works out for me," your subconscious takes that as truth and helps manifest more of the same. It's not punishing you. It's just doing its job. On the flip side, when you feed it thoughts like "I am worthy," "abundance flows to me," or "I am open to love," it begins to reshape your inner world and, over time, your outer reality. The subconscious responds best when you're in a relaxed or emotional state. That's why meditation, affirmations before bed, visualization, and even music can speak to it so powerfully. Every time you repeat a thought with feeling, you're reprogramming the script. This is why your habits, patterns, and reactions often feel automatic. They're built into your subconscious blueprint. And the amazing news? You can change that blueprint. It starts with awareness, catching yourself in the middle of an old belief and choosing a new one. Yes, it takes repetition. Yes, it takes faith. But the moment you start treating your subconscious as your partner, instead of something to fight, everything shifts. You'll start seeing synchronicities. Opportunities will show up. You'll begin to feel lighter, more aligned, and more in control, not in a forceful way, but in a magnetic way. Your subconscious is always listening. The question is, what are you telling it every day? If you want to change your life, you must begin by changing the story you whisper to yourself when no one's watching. This isn't magic. It's mental reconditioning. And once you get intentional with it, the universe responds fast. So start today. Even a small affirmation like "I am open to good things" can begin the rewiring process. Say it when you wake up. Say it when you feel low. Say it even when you don't believe it yet. Because over time, your subconscious will believe it for you, and then reality will follow. Remember, you're not broken. You're just running an old program. And the great news is, you hold the power to rewrite it. The subconscious isn't your enemy, it's your most loyal ally. Treat it with care and it will reshape your world in ways you can't even imagine yet. Chapter 5. Thoughts become things. They told you your thoughts don't matter. That your imagination is just pretend. But here's the truth they never taught you in school. Every single thing you see in the world around you once began as a thought in someone's mind. The chair you're sitting on, the device you're holding, the city you live in, all of it was first imagined by someone who dared to believe their thoughts had power. Your mind is not a passive tool. It's an active force, a magnetic field. that broadcasts your beliefs, intentions, and emotions into the universe like radio waves. And just like a magnet, it pulls back experiences, people, and opportunities that match your signal. This isn't just spiritual talk. Even modern science is catching up. Quantum physics tells us energy responds to the observer. The law of attraction takes it even further. What you focus on expands, and what you think about consistently begins to shape your reality. That's not magic, that's alignment. When your thoughts are filled with fear, doubt, and lack, the world starts reflecting those patterns back at you in real ways. Late bills, toxic people, closed doors. But when your thoughts are rich with vision, hope, and faith, you begin to walk into a different world. One of flow, one of guidance, one where synchronicity and success feel almost effortless. That's because your brain is wired to prove your thoughts true. It's called the reticular activating system, RAS, a filter that decides what to notice and what to ignore. Think you're unlucky? You'll start spotting every misstep. Believe you're blessed? You'll begin catching glimpses of magic in the ordinary. It's all happening through your internal lens. And guess who controls the lens? You do. That's the real secret. You are the thinker of the thought. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not even your current situation. You are the energy behind the thought. And you can redirect that energy any moment you choose. Start with awareness. Catch yourself when you slip into "I'm not good enough" or "nothing ever works out for me." Don't judge yourself. Just shift. Ask yourself, what would the version of me who already has what I want be thinking right now? Then, start thinking like them. It might feel silly at first, it might even feel fake. But remember, your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. That's why athletes visualize the win before stepping onto the field. That's why musicians rehearse mentally before ever touching the stage. They're not guessing, and they're creating. And you can too. Begin each day with intention. Speak power over your life. Choose thoughts that make you feel alive, powerful, and aligned. When you notice worry creeping in, don't fight it. Replace it. Say, I choose to believe that everything is working out for me. Make that your new normal. Because eventually, those repeated thoughts become beliefs. And beliefs, they shape behavior. And behavior, that's what builds your life. You're not faking it, you're forming it. So guard your thoughts like sacred ground. No more casual negativity. No more letting your inner critic run wild. This is your mind. It deserves love, focus, and direction. Because thoughts become things. And your thoughts? They're worth gold. Chapter 6. Emotion is the magnetic force. Have you ever noticed how you attract different outcomes based on how you feel? That's not a coincidence, that's the law of attraction in motion. Emotion is the energy that charges your thoughts and broadcasts your desires into the universe. Think of it like this. Your thoughts are the signal, but your emotions are the power source that amplifies that signal. Without emotion, your thoughts are just ideas floating in your mind. But when emotion kicks in, when you feel excited, grateful, joyful, or even deeply passionate, your thoughts become magnetic. They start pulling similar energy back toward you. Most people underestimate the power of emotion, trying to think on their way to success or happiness without ever aligning how they feel. But here's the truth. If your thoughts say one thing, and your feelings say another, your emotions will win every time. You can repeat affirmations all day, but if you're filled with fear or doubt underneath, the universe responds to your emotional frequency, not your words. That's why cultivating elevated emotions is so powerful. When you feel good, you vibrate high. And when you vibrate high, you attract better things, better people, and better experiences. But that doesn't mean you should fake your emotions. This isn't about pretending to be happy when you're hurting. It's about becoming emotionally honest, allowing yourself to feel fully and then gently choosing better feeling thoughts one step at a time. Emotion is also the reason why visualization works. When you imagine your dream life and feel the emotions of already having it, freedom, love, abundance, you create a vibrational match for that reality. That's what makes your mind magnetic. You're not just daydreaming, you're practicing emotional alignment with the life you want. Every emotion carries a frequency. Fear, shame, and guilt are low. Joy, love, and gratitude are high. When you live in high-frequency emotions, you naturally attract more of what matches that state. You may have noticed that when you're in a great mood, everything flows. Traffic moves faster, people smile at you, opportunities show up. That's no accident. You're radiating a magnetic field that reshapes your outer world. The same is true in reverse. When you're angry, fearful, or resentful, you tend to attract problems, delays, or difficult interactions. It's not punishment, it's resonance. You're just pulling in what matches your inner state. So the real work of becoming magnetic isn't forcing your way to success. It's tuning your emotional energy every day. It means asking, how do I want to feel? What thoughts, habits, and actions support that feeling? When you lead with that question, everything changes. Start with small emotional upgrades. Gratitude is a powerful place to begin. When you practice gratitude, even for 5 minutes a day, you start to rewire your emotional set point, and over time, you raise your baseline vibration. Meditation, music, nature, journaling, laughter. These are tools to lift your emotional state. The key is consistency. One high vibe moment won't change your life, but a high vibe lifestyle absolutely will. Remember, the universe isn't responding to what you want, it's responding to who you're being. And who you're being is defined by how you feel. So if you want to become a magnet for joy, abundance, and love, you've got to embody those emotions now, not someday. The magnetic mind isn't just about thinking better thoughts. It's about feeling on purpose, living on purpose, and creating from the inside out. When your emotions align with your intentions, that's when the magic begins. Chapter 7. The frequency. You live. On everything around you vibrates at a frequency. From the chair you sit in, to the thoughts running through your mind, everything is energy, and energy is always vibrating. But here's the most important part. You are also a vibrating being. The frequency you vibrate at determines what you attract into your life. This isn't just some abstract concept or New Age philosophy. It's a scientific reality. Quantum physics has shown us that we are made up of energy particles that move at different speeds. The slower the vibration, the denser the energy, like a rock, and the faster the vibration, the lighter and more expansive the energy, like light or thought. The key takeaway here is that your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs create your personal frequency, which ultimately governs what you experience. In life, think of your mind as a tuning fork. Every thought you think sends out vibrations into the universe. If your thoughts are positive and aligned with what you truly desire, your frequency is high. But if you're constantly focused on fear, doubt, or negativity, your frequency drops and you attract more of the same. It's a universal law, like attracts like. When you're in a high vibration state, you align yourself with the energy of abundance, success, and love. The universe responds by bringing these things into your life. However, when your vibration is low, you align yourself with scarcity, struggle, and negativity. This explains why two people can experience the same situation, but react in entirely different ways. Their frequencies determine their experiences. One of the most powerful ways to change your reality is to raise your vibration. You can do this by changing your thoughts, your emotions, and the energy you emit into the world. It starts with becoming aware of your internal state. Are your thoughts focused on what's going wrong in your life, or are they focused on the possibilities that lie ahead? The more you focus on what you want, rather than what you don't want, the more you align with your desires. When you start to focus on abundance, joy, and gratitude, you naturally shift to a higher frequency. Gratitude is one of the most effective ways to raise your vibration. When you feel thankful for what you have, even if it's small, your energy shifts from lack to abundance. Another way to elevate your frequency is through affirmations. Affirmations are powerful tools because they help rewire your subconscious mind, shifting your thought patterns from negativity to positivity. When you repeat an affirmation, you're essentially broadcasting a new frequency into the universe. Over time, as you continue to believe in these affirmations, your reality will start to reflect them. You may start to notice that things begin to line up in your favor, or people start showing up who support your goals and desires. This is the universe responding to your higher vibration. Of course, your emotions play a significant role in the frequency you emit. Have you ever noticed how certain people or places make you feel energized and uplifted, while others drain you? That's because emotions are a direct reflection of your energy. Emotions like love, joy, and excitement have high vibrations, while feelings like fear, anger, and sadness vibrate at lower frequencies. The more you nurture positive emotions and let go of negative ones, the higher your frequency becomes. Meditation is another excellent tool to help quiet your mind and connect with the higher vibrations of peace and love. When you meditate, you give yourself the space to reset, realign, and recalibrate your energy. Remember, your frequency is not set in stone. It's constantly changing based on your thoughts, emotions, and actions. You have the power to shift your frequency at any time. When you choose to think more positively, engage in uplifting activities, or surround yourself with people who raise your energy, you are choosing to raise your vibration. This not only improves your mood, but also sends out a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more of what you want. Ultimately, the frequency you live on is the frequency you attract. The more consciously you control your energy and vibration, the more effortlessly things will flow into your life. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are like a radio station, constantly sending out signals into the universe. What you send out is exactly what you get back. So tune into a frequency of abundance, love, and success, and watch as your reality begins to reflect that new vibration. Your mind is magnetic. Make sure it's tuned to the highest frequency. Chapter 8. Beliefs Build. Your reality, your beliefs are the invisible forces that shape everything in your life. Whether you realize it or not, your beliefs are constantly at work, creating your reality. From the moment you wake up, the beliefs you hold influence every thought, emotion, and action you take. Beliefs are so powerful because they shape your perception of the world and, more importantly, how you see yourself in it. If you believe you're capable of achieving greatness, your actions will align with that belief, and the universe will respond accordingly. However, if you hold limiting beliefs about your potential or your worth, you unconsciously create obstacles and keep yourself stuck. This is why the law of attraction works, because it's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about aligning your inner world, your beliefs, with the outer world you want to experience. The core of manifestation lies in the understanding that you don't just attract what you want, you attract what you believe you deserve. For example, if you believe abundance is out of reach, that belief will form a barrier, blocking your access to the wealth you seek. On the flip side, when you believe that prosperity is your natural state, you'll start noticing opportunities, making decisions, and taking actions that open the floodgates to success. Every day, we reinforce or change our beliefs through our experiences, thoughts, and interactions with others. If you've lived your life believing you're not good enough or that success is for others, not you, then those beliefs will hold you back. However, this can be changed by consciously shifting the beliefs that no longer serve you. The first step is awareness, recognizing what you believe about money, love, health, and success. Once you acknowledge those limiting beliefs, you can begin to challenge them. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it truly mine? Or was it handed down from someone else? From there, you can start the process of replacing these beliefs with new, empowering ones. One of the most effective ways to shift your beliefs is through affirmations and visualization. By repeatedly telling yourself you are deserving of abundance, success, and happiness, and vividly imagining your ideal life, you begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. This new programming will then begin to inform your actions, and your reality will begin to shift. Additionally, surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support your new beliefs is vital. The energy of those around you can either help you cultivate positive beliefs or reinforce negative ones. Seek out individuals who share your vision and can encourage you on your journey to greatness. Remember, beliefs are not set in stone. You have the power to rewrite the narrative of your life at any moment. The key is to consistently feed your mind with new beliefs that align with the life you want to create. When you change your beliefs, you change your reality. It's that simple. The magnetic power of your mind is not determined by what happens to you, but by how you interpret and respond to those experiences based on what you believe. The truth is that you are the creator of your own life, and your beliefs hold the blueprint for your future. The more you cultivate empowering beliefs about yourself and the world, the more magnetic you become to the abundance, success, and fulfillment you deserve. So, take a moment today and ask yourself, what do I believe is possible for me? What do I believe about money, love, health, and success? Are these beliefs serving me, or are they holding me back? The answers you find will be the starting point for the transformation that awaits you. The magnetic mind is all about shifting your mindset, and at the heart of this shift is the understanding that your beliefs are the foundation of everything you experience. If you change your beliefs, you change your life. It's that simple. Chapter 9. You are always manifesting every moment of your life. Whether you're consciously aware of it or not, you are manifesting. It's not something that happens only when you focus on it or decide to work on it. Manifestation is a continuous process, a never-ending flow of energy that begins with your thoughts, extends through your emotions, and ultimately shows up as your reality. The law of attraction is often misunderstood as something you can turn on and off at will, but in truth, you are always attracting based on your vibration. What you think, feel, and believe about yourself and the world around you creates your energetic signature. This signature constantly sends out vibrations that the universe responds to. If you're sending out negative thoughts, feelings of lack, or fear, that's exactly what you'll attract. Conversely, when you're aligned with positivity, abundance, and gratitude, you draw those same things into your life. The power here is not in trying to manifest specific desires, but in understanding that you are already a manifester. Every belief you hold and every emotion you feel is shaping your life in real time. So the first step is awareness. Are your thoughts and emotions serving you or limiting you? Are you allowing your circumstances to dictate your energy? Or are you taking control and using your innate ability to create? Remember, this is not about perfection. It's about consciously choosing the energy you want to project. Life is responding to you every second, and what you focus on will always expand. Therefore, it's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment to start manifesting and realize that you are always manifesting. The question is, are you doing it intentionally? The key is to be mindful of your thoughts and emotions, understand your own power, and consistently choose to align with the desires you want to bring into your life. Chapter 10. Desire. The divine spark desire is the sacred energy that pulses at the core of all manifestation. It is not just a fleeting wish or a passing want, but the divine spark that ignites the process of creation in your life. Deep within every human being, there is an innate power to create, and it all begins with desire. When you truly desire something, it means you have the potential to bring it into existence. This desire is not random or arbitrary. It is part of a larger, universal blueprint, a signal from the universe that this is something you are meant to experience. Just like a seed in the soil, desire holds the blueprint for its own fulfillment, and it is through your focus, belief, and willingness to act that it will grow and manifest. The key to unlocking this divine spark lies in understanding that desire is not something to be feared or suppressed. It is the universe's way of guiding you toward your highest potential. Each time you feel a true, authentic desire rise within you, you are being called to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the powerful energy that already exists within. The more you honor your desires, the more you open yourself up to receive what has always been meant for you. Remember, desire is not just the start of your journey, it is the map that leads you to your destiny. By embracing your desires, you invite abundance, success, and love into your life, as the universe only responds to the energy that you emit. So, instead of questioning or doubting your desires, trust in them. They are your soul's compass, guiding you toward the life you are meant to live. Chapter 11. Aligning thought, feeling, and action. The process of manifestation isn't as simple as just thinking positively or wishing for something to appear. True attraction happens when your thoughts, feelings, and actions are in perfect harmony. In many ways, they act like the three pillars that support your desired outcomes. If one of these pillars is shaky, your manifestation process won't be as strong. It's like building a house on a weak foundation. No matter how beautiful the structure, it can't withstand the storm. Let's explore how to align all three elements to become a true magnetic force in your life. Thoughts are the starting point of every manifestation. They are the spark that sets everything into motion. But just having a thought isn't enough. In fact, having a thought without real emotional alignment can leave you feeling disconnected from your desires. Many people make the mistake of thinking that simply repeating affirmations or visualizing their goals will create success. The reality is, without genuine emotion backing those thoughts, it's like sending a letter without a return address. The universe can't respond effectively. Your feelings are what charge your thoughts and give them weight. Imagine it like this. Your thoughts are the seed, but your feelings are the water that helps the seed grow. If you're thinking about financial abundance but feel fearful or anxious about money, the energy you're sending out is mixed. Fear and abundance cannot coexist harmoniously. This misalignment causes confusion in the energy you're radiating. Instead of attracting prosperity, you may be unintentionally repelling it. It's crucial to learn how to intentionally evoke emotions that align with your desires. When you feel joy, gratitude, and excitement about your goals, you're amplifying the power of your thoughts. It's that high vibration feeling that magnetizes your dreams into reality. However, feelings alone aren't enough. Action is the final key to bringing your dreams to fruition. When you think positively and feel aligned, but you don't take inspired action, you're essentially waiting for something to fall from the sky. Manifestation is not a passive process. It's a co-creative process between you and the universe. You must take the actions that feel aligned with your desires. These actions don't always have to be grandiose, but they need to reflect the energy and intention you've set. For instance, if you're manifesting a new job and you've done the work to align your thoughts and emotions around success, the next step is taking action, applying for jobs, networking, improving your resume. These actions send a signal to the universe that you're ready and open to receiving what you've asked for. When your thoughts, feelings, and actions are in alignment, you move into a state of flow. In this state, you're no longer struggling or forcing things to happen. Everything feels natural, almost effortless. You can feel the universe responding to your vibration, and things start to unfold in ways you may not have expected. Opportunities arise, people show up, and your desires come to life in perfect timing. This is the magic of aligned action. It feels right, not forced, and it's often accompanied by synchronicities that confirm you're on the right path. Now, there will be times when things feel out of alignment, and that's okay. Remember, manifestation isn't about perfection, it's about consistent practice. If you notice that your thoughts aren't aligned with your desires, take a moment to shift your focus, practice mindfulness, meditation, or affirmations to recenter yourself. If your feelings are off, take time to reconnect with gratitude or joy to raise your vibration. And if you find that your actions aren't in harmony with your goals, ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today that moves me closer to my desired outcome? Alignment isn't a destination, it's a journey. Ultimately, when you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you activate the magnetic force within you. The universe begins to reflect back to you exactly what you've been vibrating. Life doesn't feel like a struggle anymore. It feels like a dance with your desires, your dreams, and the universe that is always ready to respond to you. When you align yourself, you unlock a powerful flow of energy, and the world around you begins to shift, bringing your desires into your reality with ease and grace. So take a deep breath, tune into your inner world, and ask yourself, are my thoughts, feelings, and actions in perfect harmony? If not, what can I do today to realign myself and become the magnetic force I was always meant to be? Chapter 12. Visualization. Seeing it into being. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you have to manifest your desires. It's the practice of using your mind's eye to create vivid mental images of what you want to attract into your life. The concept is simple. If you can see it in your mind, you can bring it to life in reality. But the key is not just to imagine it as a vague idea. Your mental imagery must be detailed, vivid, and filled with the emotions that come with achieving your goals. This isn't just daydreaming. It's about creating a strong, sensory-rich experience that activates the law of attraction. When you picture your success, your mind and body respond as though it's already happening. You feel the joy, the excitement, and the gratitude that would come with achieving that goal, sending out those vibrations into the universe. You may have heard the saying, seeing is believing, but in the world of manifestation, it's believing is seeing. Your mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. So when you vividly picture your success, your brain starts to believe it's already a part of your reality. This is how athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and visionaries manifest their dreams, by seeing and feeling it as though it has already occurred. It's important to do this regularly, ideally daily, and in a calm, focused state of mind. The more detailed and specific your visualization, the stronger its power. For instance, if you're visualizing financial abundance, picture the specific amount of money you desire, how it feels to have it, and what it would change in your life. Imagine the freedom, the security, the possibilities it would create. By doing this, you align your internal world with the external reality you're creating. The more you can feel the emotions attached to your visualizations, the more magnetic your energy becomes. The universe picks up on this energy and sends opportunities, people, and circumstances your way that are aligned with your visualized outcome. It's like you're sending out a beacon that says, "This is who I am and this is what I'm ready to receive." Visualization isn't just a tool, it's a way of shifting your entire mindset. It moves you from wishful thinking to empowered creation. With regular practice, it strengthens your belief in yourself, your abilities, and the abundant world that's waiting for you to step into it. The more you see it, the more it will be. Keep visualizing with intention and feel your dreams becoming your reality. Chapter 13. Affirmations. Words as magic, affirmations are more than just positive statements. They are the language of the universe, a tool for reprogramming your mind and reshaping your reality. When you speak affirmations, you are sending out vibrations into the world, aligning your internal frequency with your desires. The words you choose carry a unique energy that either elevates or diminishes your life experiences. Every thought you think and every word you speak has the potential to influence your surroundings and the opportunities that present themselves to you. The magic of affirmations lies not in the words themselves, but in the consistent intention behind them. When you repeat affirmations with true belief and emotion, you begin to align yourself with the abundance you desire. The universe doesn't respond to empty words. It responds to energy and intention, and affirmations are a direct conduit for that energy. At their core, affirmations work because they speak directly to the subconscious mind, which is responsible for 95% of your thoughts, actions, and behaviors. The subconscious is like a sponge, soaking up everything you experience, and it stores those experiences as beliefs, thoughts, and habits. To change the results you are seeing in your life, you must change the underlying beliefs that are driving your actions. Affirmations are one of the most powerful tools to do this. By repeating positive statements with emotion and conviction, you are teaching your subconscious mind a new set of beliefs. It's like planting a seed in fertile soil and nurturing it with care until it grows into a new, empowered version of yourself. Over time, these repeated words take root, and your new beliefs begin to shape your actions, ultimately changing your reality. However, the real power of affirmations comes when you apply them with feeling and intention. Simply repeating words, without any connection to them, won't yield results. If you say, "I am successful," without truly feeling it or believing it, your subconscious mind will not accept it. But when you say those same words with conviction, as if they are already true, something powerful happens. Your mind begins to shift. You start to see yourself differently, and your behavior changes accordingly. For example, imagine you are affirming, "I am worthy of success," while truly feeling the energy of worthiness and embracing the idea of success in your mind. This process sends out a vibration that not only transforms your thoughts but also attracts people, situations, and opportunities that match the frequency of success. Affirmations are incredibly effective because they allow you to tap into the power of the present moment. The key to manifestation is living as if your desires are already a reality. This doesn't mean you should pretend or lie to yourself, but rather that you should step into the energy of your desired outcome right now. When you repeat an affirmation such as, "I am abundant," you are aligning your energy with the abundance that already exists in the universe. The law of attraction operates on the principle that like attracts like, so by speaking words that align with your desires, you attract circumstances, people, and opportunities that match that energy. It's not just about saying the words, it's about embodying the energy of those words and believing that what you want is already yours. 2. Make affirmations even more effective. Consider pairing them with visualization. As you repeat your affirmations, close your eyes and imagine yourself living the life you're affirming. See yourself surrounded by abundance, feeling healthy and vibrant, or achieving your goals with ease. The more vivid and emotionally charged your visualization, the more powerful your affirmations become. Visualization and affirmation work hand in hand to create a magnet for the things you want to manifest. When you feel the emotions associated with your desires, you create a magnetic force that attracts them into your reality. It's a simple yet profound process of aligning your inner world with your outer world. Lastly, it's essential to be patient and consistent with your affirmation practice. Change doesn't happen overnight, and the power of affirmations is cumulative. The more consistently you practice, the more you begin to shift your mindset. When you keep your affirmations positive, present tense, and emotionally charged, you are planting the seeds for a future where your desires have already manifested. Remember, words are not just sounds, they are energy in motion. By using affirmations consciously and with intention, you are harnessing the power of the universe to create a life filled with abundance, success, and joy. Chapter 14. Inner Dialogue and Self-Talk. The way you speak to yourself has a profound impact on your ability to attract the life you desire. Inner dialogue, or self-talk, is the silent conversation you have in your mind every day. It shapes your beliefs, decisions, and actions, often without you even realizing it. The words you say to yourself influence your emotional state, your mindset, and ultimately your reality. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough, not capable, or not deserving of success, those negative thoughts become a self-fulfilling prophecy. On the other hand, if your inner dialogue is filled with encouragement, positivity, and self-compassion, you create a mental environment that fosters growth and abundance. Understanding the power of self-talk is the first step in harnessing your magnetic mind. The law of attraction works by aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the vibration you wish to attract, and that all begins with the way you talk to yourself. Every time you affirm a negative belief about yourself, you lower your vibration, making it harder to attract the good things you want. But when you replace those limiting thoughts with empowering ones, you shift your energy and send out a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive the abundance, success, and love you deserve. The challenge, however, is that many of us are unaware of the inner narratives running in our minds. We might not even recognize how often we criticize ourselves or how self-doubt holds us back from taking action. This pattern of negative self-talk can stem from past experiences, societal pressures, or childhood conditioning. For instance, if you were told growing up that you weren't good enough or that success was only for a select few, these beliefs can take root in your subconscious and influence the way you view yourself today. But the good news is, you have the power to change this. The first step is to become aware of the language you're using with yourself. Pay attention to those little voices in your head that say, "I can't do this," "I'm not worthy," or "I don't have what it takes." These thoughts may seem innocent, but over time they can erode your self-confidence and hold you back from stepping into your full potential. Once you identify these negative thought patterns, you can begin to challenge and replace them with more empowering affirmations. Affirmations are one of the most powerful tools for changing your inner dialogue. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, shift your thoughts to what you can do. For example, replace "I'm not good enough" with "I am more than capable of achieving my goals." Or instead of saying "I'll never be successful," try "I am already on my way to success and I trust the process." The key is to make your affirmations positive, present tense, and emotionally charged. The more emotionally connected you are to the affirmations you use, the more powerful they will be in transforming your self-talk and vibration. By repeating these positive affirmations regularly, especially when you catch yourself falling into negative thinking, you rewire your brain to believe these empowering thoughts, making them a natural part of your internal dialogue. Over time, your subconscious mind will begin to accept these new beliefs as truth, and your external reality will begin to reflect them. Another important aspect of transforming your inner dialogue is practicing self-compassion. Too often we are our harshest critics. We beat ourselves up for mistakes or failures, which only reinforces the belief that we're not good enough. However, self-compassion is the antidote to self-criticism. When you approach yourself with kindness and understanding rather than judgment, you open the door to healing and growth. Instead of saying, "I messed up, I'm a failure," reframe it to, "I made a mistake, but I can learn from this and improve." Treat yourself as you would treat a close friend who is struggling. Support yourself with the same empathy, love, and encouragement you would offer to someone you care about. This shift in perspective will not only improve your relationship with yourself, but it will also enhance your ability to manifest your desires, because you'll be sending out a vibration of self-love and acceptance, which the universe will mirror back to you. Finally, it's important to remember that changing your inner dialogue takes time. Just as you didn't develop negative self-talk overnight, you won't reprogram your mind instantly. Be patient with yourself. Start small, by introducing positive affirmations into your daily routine. Practice mindfulness and become aware of the language you use with yourself. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and replace those thoughts with something more constructive. With consistent effort and practice, your inner dialogue will begin to shift, and you will see changes in your life as a result. By mastering your inner dialogue, you tap into the full potential of your magnetic mind, aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the abundant, successful life you were always meant to create. Chapter 15. The role of imagination. Imagination is the secret weapon of every successful manifester. It's not just daydreaming. Imagination is the bridge between what's real and what's possible. In the grand design of the universe, imagination is the starting point of creation. Think about it. Everything that exists in our world today, from the simplest gadget to the tallest skyscraper, started as a thought in someone's mind. But here's the magic. Imagination is not limited by your current reality or by your past experiences. It exists in a realm where anything is possible. This is why it's so essential when it comes to manifesting your dreams and desires. When you imagine something, you are visualizing the life you want to live, the success you want to achieve, the love you want to feel, and the abundance you wish to receive. The more vivid and real you make that imagination, the more your mind and the universe start to align with it. What most people don't realize is that imagination is deeply connected to your emotional state. The emotions you feel while imagining something are what give that vision its power. The universe doesn't just respond to your thoughts. It responds to the energy behind them. Imagine feeling the excitement of achieving a long-term goal. Your body reacts, your energy shifts, and suddenly, you are operating at a higher frequency. This high-frequency vibration signals to the universe that you are ready to receive the very thing you are imagining. It's like putting out a magnet to attract your desires. The clearer and more detailed your vision, the stronger the pull. But here's where the real transformation occurs. Imagination doesn't just help you visualize what you want. It allows you to step into the feeling of already having it. For example, if you want financial abundance, don't just picture the money. Feel what it would be like to be financially free. Feel the relief, the freedom, the joy, and the confidence that would come with it. That emotional state is what activates the law of attraction. The universe doesn't know the difference between what's imagined and what's real. It only responds to the energy you are putting out. So when you imagine, make it real. Imagine with all your senses. Smell it, taste it, feel it, and hear it. The more immersive you make your imagination, the more you bring that energy into your current reality. And this is the ultimate key to manifesting your dreams. You see, imagination is not just a tool for escape, it's a tool for creation. It allows you to align yourself with the life you desire before it physically manifests. So, let your imagination run wild, and trust that the more you nurture and direct it, the more you'll magnetize the reality you want. Make your mind a playground of possibility, because in that space, everything is within reach. Chapter 16. Gratitude. The frequency of receiving. Gratitude is one of the most powerful and transformative forces in the universe. It's more than just a feeling of appreciation. It's a frequency that opens doors to abundance, joy, and peace. When you practice gratitude, you align yourself with the energy of the universe, and the universe responds by sending more of what you're grateful for. Think about it. When you express gratitude even for the small things in your life, you raise your vibration. That higher frequency draws in more positivity, more opportunities, and more success. It's as if you're telling the universe, I am ready to receive more. And the amazing thing about gratitude is that it doesn't have to be reserved for just the big wins. It's in the small moments, the daily blessings, and the simple things that you can find the true power of gratitude. The air you breathe, the food on your table, the people who care for you. These are all gifts that we can be thankful for. The more you acknowledge these things, the more the universe sends your way. Gratitude also serves as a powerful reminder that we are always supported, that we are always receiving, even when we don't recognize it. This shift in perspective is key to living a life of abundance. Instead of focusing on what you lack, gratitude refocuses your attention on what is already abundant in your life. When you begin to truly feel thankful, not just say it, but feel it deep within, your energy starts to shift. You begin to attract more of what you truly want because you've tuned yourself to the frequency of receiving. And as you practice gratitude, the more you realize that gratitude is not just about what you get, but about how you give too. Giving thanks, whether through words, acts of kindness, or just holding a positive space for others, amplifies your ability to attract. This sacred exchange between giving and receiving creates an infinite loop of positivity. The magic of gratitude lies in the fact that it's a choice. Every day we have the opportunity to choose how we respond to life circumstances. When we choose to be grateful, we shift our reality. No matter where you are or what you're going through, gratitude has the power to transform your situation and elevate your life. It's one of the simplest yet most profound tools you can use to bring more abundance into your life, making gratitude not just a practice, but a way of life. Chapter 17. Self-worth. Net worth. Your self-worth is the foundation upon which everything in your life is built, including your financial success. Often we look outside of ourselves to measure value. In our job titles, the amount of money in our bank account, or the opinions of others. However, true wealth starts on the inside. Your net worth is a direct reflection of your inner self-worth. If you don't value yourself, it becomes nearly impossible to attract the abundance you desire. The first step toward financial freedom is recognizing your inherent worth and fully believing that you deserve success, prosperity, and happiness. Self-worth isn't just about how much you think you're worth. It's about the energy you emit. When you believe in your value, you align your energy with abundance. This shift in vibration draws prosperity into your life. The law of attraction works by matching your inner vibration with the frequencies of what you want. If you see yourself as worthy of success, you will begin to attract opportunities, people, and circumstances that reflect that value. On the other hand, if you harbor self-doubt or feel unworthy, the universe will mirror that back to you, reinforcing the lack you perceive in yourself. One of the most common barriers to high self-worth is the fear of failure or rejection. Many people limit themselves by believing they aren't capable of achieving the level of success they dream of. These limiting beliefs are often rooted in past experiences or societal conditioning. The truth is that everyone has the potential to succeed, but not everyone believes it. If you don't truly believe that you are worthy of wealth and success, your mindset will sabotage your efforts. In this chapter, we will dive deep into how to break free from these limiting beliefs and shift your thinking to create a mindset that attracts abundance. To increase your self-worth, it's important to practice self-love and self-care daily. The way you treat yourself sends a message to the world about how you want to be treated. When you value yourself, you set the standard for how others should treat you. This extends beyond relationships. It includes how you manage your finances, health, and time. If you constantly overwork yourself without valuing your own needs or desires, you're sending the message that you don't deserve to take a break or enjoy life. This lack of balance ultimately drains your energy and prevents you from stepping into your true potential. Building your self-worth also involves learning to set boundaries. If you don't respect your own time, energy, and limits, neither will others. People who know their worth don't apologize for prioritizing themselves. They don't feel guilty for saying no or asking for what they need. They are confident in their value, which reflects in all aspects of their lives. When you set clear boundaries and expect respect from others, your self-worth grows. You send a message to the universe that you value yourself, and in turn, you'll start seeing that respect reflected back in your opportunities, relationships, and wealth. Another important practice for increasing self-worth is to stop comparing yourself to others. It's easy to look at others and feel like they have more or are more capable than you, but comparison only robs you of your own power. Instead of focusing on others' achievements, celebrate your own progress. Acknowledge where you are and where you're going. By doing this, you reinforce your value and recognize that your journey is unique. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you start creating from a place of abundance instead of scarcity. Lastly, remember that self-worth is a lifelong journey. It's not something you can earn, it's inherent. You are worthy because you exist, not because of your external achievements or validation from others. As you continue to nurture your self-worth, you will begin to see a shift in your life. Your net worth will start to rise, not because you're chasing money, but because you're aligned with the energy of abundance. By cultivating a deep and unshakable belief in your worth, you naturally magnetize financial success, fulfilling relationships, and a life of freedom. Chapter 18. Forgiveness. Release to receive. Forgiveness is not just an act of kindness toward others. It is an essential step in unlocking the flow of abundance into your life. Holding on to grudges, past hurts, or anger only keeps your energy stuck in a lower vibration. These negative emotions create barriers that block your manifestations and prevent you from receiving the good that's already on its way to you. When you forgive, you let go of the emotional weight that has kept you anchored to the past. It's like cleaning a clogged pipe so the water can flow freely. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning bad behavior or forgetting what happened, but rather, it's a way of freeing yourself from the emotional burden. By forgiving, you release the control that hurt or resentment has over you, allowing space for new positive energy to enter your life. You are making room for love, peace, and abundance because when your heart is light and your mind is clear, you become a magnet for all the blessings the universe is ready to deliver. As you forgive, you are not only setting yourself free, but you are also aligning yourself with the high vibrations of compassion and grace, key ingredients to receiving everything you've asked for. It's time to let go, forgive, and watch your life transform. Chapter 19. The Magnetic Morning Ritual. Your morning sets the tone for your entire day and, ultimately, your life. It's your opportunity to start fresh, realign your energy, and consciously direct your thoughts towards what you want to attract. This is the essence of the Magnetic Morning Ritual, a powerful practice that awakens your mind, shifts your vibration, and prepares you to magnetize all that you desire. To create a life of abundance, you must first condition your mind and body to operate from a place of positivity, gratitude, and intention. The first step to transforming your mornings is to wake up with purpose. The moment your eyes open, before you even reach for your phone, take a deep breath and bring your awareness to the present moment. Remind yourself that today is another chance to manifest the life you've been dreaming of. This small act of awareness begins to shift your energy. Gratitude is a powerful tool, so as soon as you are awake, think of 3 things you are deeply thankful for. These could be simple, like a peaceful night of sleep, or the opportunity to start fresh. Gratitude instantly raises your vibration, attracting more things to be thankful for. After gratitude, move into positive affirmations. These can be declarations like, I am a magnet for success and happiness. Abundance flows to me easily. Or, I attract only love and positive energy. Affirmations help to reprogram your subconscious, aligning it with your desires. As you say these words, believe them as if they are already true. The more you say them, the more they become your reality. Next, engage in a few minutes of meditation or deep breathing. This doesn't need to be lengthy or complicated. Simply sit comfortably, close your eyes and focus on your breath. Visualize the day ahead, seeing yourself effortlessly navigating through it with confidence and ease. This sets the tone for a calm, focused, and productive day. Movement is another key component. Whether it's light stretching, yoga, or a brisk walk, physical movement helps to get the energy flowing. It boosts your mood, increases circulation, and creates space for new energy to enter your body. When you're in motion, your mind follows suit, activating a state of openness and receptivity. Lastly, end your morning ritual by visualizing the ideal outcome for the day. See yourself moving through challenges with grace, effortlessly attracting opportunities and feeling accomplished as the day unfolds. Take a moment to mentally anchor this vision by feeling it in your body as if it's already happening. The more you engage all your senses, mentally, emotionally, and physically, the stronger your magnetism becomes. The magnetic morning ritual doesn't have to be complicated. It's about creating a conscious routine that speaks to your soul, raises your vibration, and aligns your energy with your goals. Over time, these rituals will become a part of your natural flow, setting you on the path to manifesting everything you've been dreaming of. Remember, the energy you start your day with will carry you through the entire day. So, wake up with intention, stay aligned with your desires, and watch as the universe begins to bring more of what you want into your life. You are the creator of your reality, and it all begins with how you start your morning. Chapter 20. Nighttime Reprogramming Techniques. As the day winds down and the world around you quiets, your mind enters a state of heightened receptivity. This is when your subconscious is most open to suggestions, which makes it the perfect time to reprogram your inner world and set the tone for the life you want to manifest. Nighttime reprogramming techniques are incredibly effective because the subconscious is like a sponge at night, absorbing the thoughts, feelings, and images you provide right before sleep. This is when your mind shifts from the conscious, active state to the deeper, more impressionable state of rest. So, how can you take advantage of this natural process to align your thoughts and energy with your desires? Let's break down some of the most powerful practices that will help you effortlessly reprogram your subconscious mind during the evening. The first step to effective nighttime reprogramming is setting a clear intention before you go to bed. Begin by deciding what you want to attract into your life. Whether it's love, wealth, health, or success, make sure that your intention is specific and positive. The more clarity you have about what you desire, the more powerful your subconscious will be in manifesting it. Once you've decided on your intention, spend a few moments visualizing it. Picture your ideal reality as vividly as possible. See yourself already living the life you desire. Imagine the sights, sounds, and feelings associated with it. Feel the joy, peace, or excitement as if it's happening right now. This visualization process taps into the law of attraction by sending out a powerful signal into the universe. The more detailed and emotional your visualization, the stronger the magnetism it creates. By doing this right before sleep, you plant these images deep into your subconscious where they begin to take root and shape your future. Another incredibly powerful technique is affirmations. Repeating positive affirmations before sleep can have a transformative effect on your mindset. Create a list of empowering statements related to your goals and repeat them in the present tense. For example, I am worthy of abundance. I am attracting perfect opportunities. Or, I am healthy, wealthy, and happy. These affirmations work because the subconscious mind responds more to present tense language, not future or past statements. Saying them as though they are already true helps to align your beliefs with the reality you want to create. As you lay in bed, gently repeat these affirmations aloud or silently in your mind. Allow the words to resonate with your soul and focus on the positive feelings they evoke. Your subconscious mind will soak up these affirmations while you sleep, gradually reshaping your beliefs to match the reality you're attracting. A more advanced technique that many successful manifestors use is meditation before sleep. Meditation is a powerful tool for quieting the mind and allowing the subconscious to absorb your desires without distraction. Just 10 to 20 minutes of meditation before bed can help you enter a calm, relaxed state where you can connect deeply with your inner self. You can meditate by simply focusing on your breath, allowing any tension or negativity to melt away. Or you can use guided meditation specifically designed for reprogramming the subconscious. Many guided meditations incorporate positive affirmations, soothing music, and visualization techniques which can help you align with your desires on a deeper level. As you meditate, you enter a state of flow, and the mind becomes more suggestible. This allows you to replace old limiting beliefs and negative patterns with new empowering ones, further solidifying your ability to manifest your goals. Additionally, you can incorporate sleep hypnosis into your nighttime routine. Sleep hypnosis audio tracks are designed to guide you into a deeply relaxed state, where your subconscious mind is highly receptive to new programming. These tracks often contain soothing music, binaural beats, and gentle guidance that leads you into a state of deep rest while still providing positive suggestions. The great thing about sleep hypnosis is that it works while you sleep, so you don't even have to actively participate in the process. Simply listen to the track before you fall asleep, and let your subconscious mind absorb the messages and reprogram itself. Many people find this technique incredibly effective because it bypasses the critical conscious mind, allowing the subconscious to take the lead in reshaping your reality. To maximize the power of your nighttime reprogramming, make sure your sleep environment is conducive to relaxation. Keep your bedroom free of distractions, such as electronic devices and bright lights, as these can disrupt your natural sleep cycle. Instead, create a calm, peaceful environment that encourages rest and rejuvenation. You can use soft lighting, soothing scents like lavender, and comfortable bedding to create a sanctuary for sleep. The more relaxed and comfortable you feel, the easier it will be for your subconscious mind to absorb the positive programming you're offering. When your mind is at peace, your body follows suit, and you can enter deep restorative sleep, which accelerates the manifestation process. In conclusion, nighttime reprogramming techniques are one of the most powerful ways to align your mind with the life you want to create. Whether you choose visualization, affirmations, meditation, or sleep, hypnosis, the key is consistency. Make it a habit to spend a few minutes each night reprogramming your mind, and soon you'll see the results in your waking life. As you drift off to sleep, trust that your subconscious is working tirelessly to bring your desires into reality. The power to create the life of your dreams is already within you. Now it's time to activate it while you sleep. Chapter 21. The Power of Inspired Action. When it comes to manifesting your desires, many people get stuck in the belief that simply thinking about something or saying affirmations will make it appear. While thoughts, feelings, and visualizations are important, they are only part of the equation. The real magic happens when you back up your dreams with inspired action. Inspired action is not just any action. It's action that is aligned with your true desires and guided by intuition. It's the action that feels right, that flows naturally, and that comes from a place of confidence rather than desperation. Often, the universe doesn't just want us to sit back and wait for things to fall into place. It wants us to engage with life, to show up and trust that the next steps will reveal themselves as we move forward. Many successful people will tell you that their greatest accomplishments didn't come from endless planning or worrying over details. Instead, they took steps that felt right in the moment, steps that were inspired by something deep within them. This is the essence of inspired action. It's action that feels like an extension of who you truly are, and it leads you in the direction of your highest potential. Think of inspired action as a conversation with the universe. The universe speaks to you through your inner guidance, your intuition, and sometimes even through the people and circumstances that show up in your life. When you pay attention to these subtle nudges, you begin to understand where to go and what to do next. However, the key is to trust in the process and take action when the guidance arrives. Often the first step is the hardest, especially if you've been used to waiting for all the answers before you take action. But in reality, the answers often come only when you begin to move. The universe rewards those who take steps toward their dreams, even if those steps don't always seem to make sense at the time. The more you practice inspired action, the more you will realize that it's not about taking huge, overwhelming leaps all at once. It's about recognizing the small incremental steps that lead to big results. You may not see the full path ahead, but as you walk the journey, things will begin to unfold in a way that makes sense. Inspired action doesn't come from a place of fear or need. It comes from a place of alignment and trust. It's important to understand that taking action doesn't mean you're forcing or pushing things to happen. Rather, it's about responding to opportunities, trusting your instincts, and following through with faith in your desires. When you act from a place of inspiration, you open yourself up to possibilities you may not have seen before. You allow your energy to match the frequency of your desires, making them more likely to manifest. It's like tuning a radio to the right station. When you're in alignment with your dreams, you can hear the right signals, and the universe starts sending you the resources, people, and experiences you need. You'll start to notice synchronicities, meaningful coincidences, and feelings of flow that confirm you're on the right track. The more you act with inspiration, the more you create momentum in your life. However, there may be times when you feel unsure about taking action, or you may feel like you're not ready. This is perfectly normal. Remember, the universe doesn't always give you the full picture right away. It asks you to take the next step even if you don't know exactly where it will lead. This is where trust and faith come into play. It's about believing in yourself, trusting that the universe is guiding you and taking the leap even when you're not sure what the outcome will be. The key is to not let fear hold you back. When you allow fear to stop you, you block your magnetic energy. But when you push through the fear and take that inspired action anyway, you activate the energy that propels you forward. Taking inspired action also means being present in the moment and responding to the opportunities that arise naturally. It's about being attuned to what feels right, rather than overthinking or second-guessing every move. It's less about pushing for a result, and more about allowing the process to unfold in a way that feels authentic. You'll find that as you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions, your manifestations come with greater ease. The universe will guide you, but you must be willing to show up and do your part. By consistently acting from inspiration, you build trust with yourself and the universe, creating a powerful magnetic energy that attracts your desires effortlessly. Trust the process, take inspired action, and watch the magic unfold. Chapter 22. Becoming a vibrational match to manifest anything into your life. The first step is understanding that you don't just attract what you want, you attract what you are. This simple yet profound idea is the foundation of the law of attraction. Every person, object, and situation has its own frequency or vibration. The universe is always responding to your vibration. If you're focusing on negative thoughts, doubts, or fears, you're sending out a low vibration, which in turn attracts more of the same. On the other hand, if you are feeling abundant, joyful, and grateful, you're raising your vibration, which opens the door to attracting more positive energy into your life. Becoming a vibrational match means aligning your inner state with the desires you want to manifest. The key to this process is being aware of your current emotional and mental state. Are you consistently feeling frustrated, anxious, or disconnected from your dreams? Or do you regularly feel excited, confident, and aligned with your goals? Your emotional state acts as a beacon that sends signals to the universe, and those signals determine what comes back to you. To become a vibrational match to your desires, you must first increase your emotional awareness. Whenever you notice yourself slipping into a low vibration, take a moment to pause and shift your energy. It's not about ignoring the feelings, but acknowledging them and choosing to consciously raise your vibration. Whether it's through deep breathing, affirmations, or visualization, you have the power to change your state at any given moment. One of the most powerful tools in becoming a vibrational match is gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations because it naturally shifts your focus from lack to abundance. When you begin each day by being grateful for what you already have, your health, your family, your opportunities, you raise your frequency. You start to attract more of what you are thankful for. It's important to remember that the universe responds to your dominant vibration, so when you cultivate feelings of gratitude, you are signaling that you are ready to receive even more blessings. The practice of gratitude is also a reminder that abundance is not a future event, but something you can experience right now. Another essential aspect of becoming a vibrational match is visualizing your desires as if they've already come true. Visualization works because it helps align your energy with the energy of your goals. Imagine your desired outcome in vivid detail and really feel the emotions of already having it. The more real and present the vision feels, the more your energy shifts to match the vibration of that future reality. Whether it's imagining a new job, better health, or a loving relationship, your mind doesn't differentiate between what's real and what's imagined. By visualizing, you reprogram your subconscious to believe that this reality is already yours. Moreover, your actions must reflect your new vibration. It's not enough to think positively and expect the universe to deliver. You need to take inspired action that aligns with your higher frequency. For instance, if you want to attract abundance, you need to take steps toward your financial goals, like budgeting or seeking new opportunities. The universe supports action that is in alignment with your energy. When you take inspired action, you're showing the universe that you believe your desires are already in motion and that you trust its response. You might also find that people, situations, or challenges that no longer match your higher vibration begin to fall away. This is part of the natural process of becoming a vibrational match. When you elevate your energy, things that no longer align with your new frequency simply cannot stay in your life. It's important not to resist these changes, but to welcome them as part of the process of growth and manifestation. Trust that, as you continue to raise your vibration, what's meant for you will come into your life and what's not will leave. This clearing process creates space for new opportunities, relationships, and experiences that are in harmony with your new frequency. The journey to becoming a vibrational match is ongoing. It's not a one-time effort, but a continuous practice of awareness, adjustment, and alignment. The more you tune into your inner state and consciously raise your vibration, the more naturally your life begins to reflect the desires you've been attracting. Remember, you are not separate from your desires. You are an energetic match to them. When you shift your energy, you shift your reality. As you continue on this journey, trust that the universe is always responding to the frequency you emit. By consistently aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desires, you will not only become a vibrational match, but also experience the magnetic power of manifestation in every area of your life.